Good afternoon and welcome to the Dr. Alan W. Sugarman Sports Complex here in Fort Lee, New Jersey for this afternoon's high school baseball game between the Cliffside Park Red Raiders and the Fort Lee Bridgemen. I'm Phil Paquette, joined by Mike LoPresti, here to call this afternoon baseball contest between the Red Raiders and the Bridgemen.
Hey Phil, hey, glad to be here. It's a beautiful day today. You don't there's only a few cirrus clouds up there. It should be a good game. Arch rivals going at it head to head. Right, Cliffside and Fort Lee. If you stand on the roof, you can probably see the schools.
Schools are 2 miles apart, right?
Just about, if that much. I've been here a long time. There was a time it was a team that would before a game would jog to the school, to Cliffside, to try to intimidate him. Rarely did that work though, but they did it a few times.
That's surprising it didn't work. Let's meet the starting lineups for the two sides today, starting with the Cliffside Park Red Raiders. Leading off, playing center field, number 99, Danny Roman. Hitting second and playing second base, number 3, Nick Botto. Hitting third and playing first base, number 8 is Peter Ditkus. Hitting fourth, the catcher, number 13, Richard Joa. Hitting fifth, the left fielder, number 10, Rafi Pereira. Hitting seventh is number 9 and playing shortstop, Randy Rojas. Behind him is the left fielder, number 11, Antonio Rinaldi. Hitting eighth and pitching, number 7, Felix Herrera. And batting ninth, number 45, Luigi Mancini. He's playing third base. And for the home team, Fort Lee, leading off in playing center field, number 13 is Jaewoo Park. Hitting second and playing left field is number 17, Kaizo Katayama. Hitting third and playing third base, number 14, Joseph Rosa. Batting fourth and pitching, number 1, Dylan Schulman. Hitting fifth and playing shortstop, number 7, Stefano Casal. Hitting seventh and playing catching today, number 3, Adrian McCrary. Hitting seventh and playing first base, number 34, Ryan Raziari. Hitting eighth and playing second base, number 9, Javier Rivera. And batting ninth, playing right field, number 8, Achilles Baracus. On the mound for the Bridgemen is number 1, Dylan Schulman. Enters the game today with a 2-1 record and a 1.96 ERA. And this will be his 6th start on the season for Fort Lee. They are wearing their home black tops, orange lettering, and we will try to keep both teams straight. Both teams wearing black tops today.
Yes, and Dylan's the ace of the staff. Obviously, you can tell by his stats. And he has had quite a few great performances out there during the season, and has pitched to some tough luck. But he goes right at him, has a pretty good two-seamer. He does try to mix it up, and should be a good game.
Danny Roman, Nick Botto, and Peter Ditkus are the 3 hitters due up in the top of the first inning here for the Red Raiders as Fort Lee continues to get ready for the top of the first here on a beautiful Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, finally baseball weather, true baseball weather here. That's the crazy thing about New Jersey amateur baseball. We start in the winter, and we end before the warm weather finally hits.
And you're in the springtime.
Yeah, it's crazy. But because of the COVID situation, the season was delayed a little bit, and it's going to be a couple of weeks later than normal. And I haven't heard any complaints from any of the players and the coaches around the county.
Do you think that's something they could stick with?
I think so. Like when I played way back when in ancient times in the 1970s, we played until June all the time. And Memorial Day weekend is kind of like when the county tournament first started. Mm-hmm. And then we would always have like rainouts to play, and then the state tournament came around and all that stuff. So we would always play to the middle of June, and then they shrunk it now. But who knows what's going to happen next year? Who knows? Everything is play it by ear, and We've been living spontaneously now for over a year, so that's a nice skill that we all gained. But
It
still, I
is.
like to go back to normal.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like, it wouldn't be a bad thing if you decided to play in warmer weather, right?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You know, in 2008, and I coached at Alta Pam. We won the state championship. It was like the middle of June, and it was 95 degrees that day. So I'd still rather play in 95 than 35 any day.
Agreed. I'd rather call games in 95 than 35. Danny Roman stands in, swings at the first pitch, and hits it in the air to center field. Park ranges over to his left and makes a snow cone grab in right center, and that is out number 1.
Yeah, I mean, Park went back on it, kept going back, and it looks like the ball's carrying a little bit off the bat. Very aggressive hitting, swing at the first pitch, and one pitch, one out. Can't be better than that.
No, perfect start for Shulman as Nick Botto stands in. Second baseman looks at a first pitch in the dirt. And you have to have range to play the outfield here with how they're playing on the football field where there's really true no outfield fence. You just keep running for days.
Yeah, I mean, if you had a cannon, you couldn't hit it out of this place. So it's so deep in right center and all the way around. Believe it or not, though, right field down the line, it's pretty short. It's only like 295, but it's like the Green Monster at Fenway, though. The poles with netting out there. Not many I think only one home run. I was talking to Coach today. Only one home run's ever been hit here down over the netting.
1-2 is fouled away, and we'll do it again. Really only one home run to left field.
To right field,
right
yes.
field?
Since they built that intermediate state, it used to be, believe it or not, all the way around. There used to be a softball field in that corner.
Oh, okay.
And then as population is growing in town, we need more schools.
Gotcha.
And me being a long-time teacher here, that's not a bad thing because that means we need more teachers.
You can always have
Yeah.
is a positive.
We need, yeah. Having more staff is always a good thing.
It's a good problem to have.
Yes.
Shulman delivers the 2-2 here to Botto. He spoils that one up the first baseline.
Oh, what was that? Looks like catcher's interference. That's what it looks like.
Oh, yes, it is. So he will get first base.
So if you're taking score at home, that's an E2, catcher's interference. But it does not count as an at-bat for the hitter.
First baseman Peter Dickus stands in with one away. And Botto on at first here for the Red Raiders. Pitch misses for ball 1-0.
All right, so Fort Lee set up for a double play. Number 3 hitter up, though. With the wind blowing out, I don't see the outfield is backing up any. So, but these teams played earlier this week.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-0.
Yep. I mean, in that game, I don't. Fort Lee had a nice, comfortable lead. Well, I shouldn't say comfortable. Had a nice lead early, and then kicked it a little bit, kicked the ball around a little bit, and cost them the game. So they definitely want revenge.
Popped up the shallow right fields, and Rivera puts it away for out number 2.
Yep. Infield pop. And that's Shulman getting in the kitchen there and not being able to get, and the batter wasn't able to get his hands out. So he was late, barrel was late, and just popped it up to the infield.
Richard Joa stands in. Catcher today for the Red Raiders. Check on the runner over at first, and he's back with a head first slide. One and 0 for his offering misses to Joa. Ball gets away from McCrary, and that will allow Botto to advance to second base.
Yeah, I mean, McCrary did a decent job getting his body down, got his knees over, but unfortunately It was really wild. Ball deflected and couldn't get his body in front to keep the ball in front. So now it's man scoring position for Cliffside.
2-0 offering here to Joa. Grounds that to the shortstop. Cassell fires it across first base, then it retires aside. Red Raiders get one on, but are unable to score on the top of the first. Fort Lee comes to the bat when we come back. Bottom of the first here from Fort Lee, and the home side Bridgman come up to bat for the first time. Off starter Felix Herrera wears number 7 for Cliffside. He will face Jaewoo Park, Kaizo Katayama, and Joseph Rosa, scheduled here in the bottom of the first inning for the Bridgman.
Or just warming up. Some coaching and this guy's bragging about he played for William Patterson, he wanted to be the coach of the team.
Jaewoo Park stands in. Hitting .255 on the season for the Bridgmen, as they will look to get on the board here first in their half of the first inning. First pitch is in there for a called strike. 0-1. Herrera with the windup and the delivery, and it misses low. 1-1. Mike, when, like you said, with with these two teams faced each other a couple days ago, Fort Lee led early and they let the game slip away. How important is it for them to come back out today and get on the board early and take an early lead to show that they can repeat it?
Well, not only that, yeah, of course, you want to get the jump out, get a lead. This is a rivalry, it's arch rivalry, and it always elevates the intensity of the game.
Chopped onto the shortstop. Rojas picks it up and fires across for the first out of the inning.
I mean, I think the biggest thing was how Fort Lee was able to make plays in the field, clean plays, because that's what cost them last game. So that hopefully that's sending Cliffside the message that they're going to have to earn it today.
Katayama stands in, hitting .318 on the year. Has played in 14 games so far for the Bridgman. He fouls that one off out of play.
Yeah, the Katayama, the Catman, he turned on that, just missed, hit it fair down the line for a double. Looked like a two-seamer. So expect this pitch to be away outside.
See if the 0-1 offering from Herrera is.
Yep.
This is downstairs.
But he went soft. So he changed speeds. Try to, if somebody who turns on a ball, figured a bat head is quick, change speeds, try to get him to slow the bat down.
Kaiser leads the team in runs and hits. He puts a drive into that one out to left field, and that is hauled in by Pereira. And there's two away.
Now, the few games that I've done, Fort Lee has really been in every game, and they've shown a lot of grit, come from behind in games. So, and they're really good at bouncing back. So I'm really expecting a really good offensive output today from the Bridgman.
Rosa stands in. He looks at a called strike one. So there are two away here in the bottom of the first inning. Rosa hitting .361 on the year. He is early on that one. As foul out of play up the left field line.
Yeah, he cranked on that one. Almost hit the Tesla driving down the Stillman. But that was another curveball, 2 straight curveballs. So they probably learned something about JoJo in game 1.
See what Herrera has in store here on the 0-2. Misses upstairs.
Yeah, he tried going up the ladder, and JoJo didn't bite.
Tried to expand the zone.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Get a mound visit between Joa and Herrera, the battery.
That's funny. No men on base, 2 men out, 0-2, no men on. I wonder what that was about.
Yeah, you're 1 strike away from getting out of this inning, and got to make sure the pitcher knows what sign to deal, and it's 1-2 is grounded to second baseman Botto. He flips it over, and that retires the side. Bridgman go down in order, 1, 2, 3. Heads to the top of the second. No here from Fort Lee. Top of the second here, as Cliffside got a runner on, but stranded Nick Botto at second base in their half of the first inning. And Rafi Pereira, Randy Rojas, and Antonio Rinaldi are scheduled here for the Red Raiders in the bottom of the second inning. They will be facing Dylan Schulman for the Bridgemen in his second inning of work to start this afternoon's affair. Schulman delivers the first pitch and then misses low and in.
You know, thinking about this is like almost every game a team comes in here with a black jersey on. Fort Lee wears black.
Oh, one is foul.
That's foul.
Yeah.
There must have been like some kind of major discount to every high school team in Bergen County, I think. You know, get a black jersey. You maybe get free pants or something.
And even Cliffside's numbers are black numbers with red outline on black.
Yeah, not too original.
Or not even for us either.
Yeah, viewable. Legible.
Well, yeah. Offering is fouled off, and it's 1-2 here to the Red Raiders left fielder. I mean, if you're going to be the Red Raiders, wear red.
They always did, too. They always had red jerseys, as long as I can remember.
Unless it's the home uniforms. We just caught them on the wrong venue today.
I just think, you know, the old adage, like, you know, black jersey hides the stains well.
It does. It does. Full count here to Pereira.
I don't know, but my dark-colored car doesn't hide the stains well. I don't know. It's a little different.
Neither does mine. Neither does mine, Mike. Neither does mine. 3-2 is foul away, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, here Dylan's going right at him again. You know, he's going away, and the batter's doing a great job tipping the count. That's what you want to do, right? Early in the game, you want to get the pitcher deep in counts and wear him out.
3-2 one more time here to Pereira. Puts a drive into that one to left center, or right center, I should say. But Park ranges over and makes the catch.
Hey, nice range by Jay-Woo Park out there. From my angle here, you know, it looked like it was a gapper there, but he ran it down. You know, we've mentioned this before. Like, you know, we're as far away. If you're at Yankee Stadium, we'd be in the left center field bleachers. That's about where we are right now in the booth.
Rojas stands in. He looks at one low and away.
At the Sugarman Sport Complex here.
Yeah, your lefts and rights do have to get reversed from our vantage point out here. And that one misses 2-0.
And as I get older, my vision is not improving, so.
I know the feeling, Mike.
Ooh.
2-0 catches the strike zone.
Looks like
2-1.
Yeah, that was a strike?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. Yeah, I was going to say he got squeezed if it wasn't. Oh.
It's going to fall in front of Park, and it'll be a first base hit of the game for either side as Rojas gets a one-out single to center.
You see, on that play right there, Jay-Woo Park, he could have went for it. It's a blue fly, high fly ball, and then the right fielder could come back to back him up. And, you know, it was definitely had enough air under it with the wind blowing out. He might have a chance to get it if he went for it.
Antonio Rinaldi stands in, the right fielder, as Schulman is called for a balk, and Rojas will advance.
I didn't see it. I'm curious of what he did. Probably didn't come to a stop.
Maybe he moved his shoulders before trying to check the runner.
Oh, he did? That's
Maybe.
what he did?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I couldn't tell.
Runner at second now here and one away. That's misses for a ball, 1-0.
Runner on second taking a very aggressive lead.
2-0.
It's up to Casal and Javier Rivera to.
Try not to let him get like the walk.
Yeah, keep him close. Bay City scores.
Shulman delivers the 2-0, and that's chopped on the ground to short. Casal makes a good play to keep it on the infield, but he's going to have no plays. He puts it in his back pocket, and that's going to be back-to-back hits for the Red Raiders.
Couldn't make a play, but he saved a run. Right, by keeping the ball in the infield, he's able to the runner on second only advance a base. So now Cliffside is in a really potent offensive position, first and third. Look for some kind of a double steal here.
Felix Herrera stands in to try to help his own cause here with 2 on and 1 away.
There he goes.
Squares around, throw through to second base, and Rinaldi will be in there with a stolen base as Casal dropped the ball on the tag attempt. One 1-0 here to Herrera's. He faces his counterpart Shulman for the first time. Now runners are at second and third here with 1 away in the top of the second inning. Good block by McCrary to keep it in front of him, and it's 2-0.
It was a nice play. Bounced up. Got to use the chest protector on that, and that's what he did.
You have it. Might as well use it, right?
Yep. So what's the problem right now with catchers and blocking balls is in the big leagues right now, they've changed how you receive pitches because the pitchers throw so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And you're seeing a rash of wild pitches and pass balls in the big leagues, and it's affecting results of games. So, but it's bad. The younger guys at home, they're watching the catchers how they catch in the game, big league game, and they don't have the proper skills for the high school level.
4-pitch walk to Herrera. Luigi Mancini stands in, the Red Raiders' third baseman this afternoon. With the bases loaded here and 1 out. Herrera, Rinaldi, and Rojas all on the bases for Cliffside Park. In there for a called strike.
This is a tough spot, but still, one ground ball can get Fort Lee out of the inning.
Shulman will be looking for that on this 0-1. And that gets the high strike called to the surprise of Mancini.
And many others.
The 0-2 offering. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Oh, clutch.
Shulman gets his first K of the afternoon and came in the most opportune time, 2 away here on the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, now Roman's up top of the order. Shulman did what he had to do with the number 9 hitter, put him away real quick. He did it. So now can get out of the inning.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he can. Bases loaded, 2 away here for Danny Roman, the leadoff batter in Cliffside's order.
Yeah.
Center fielder wears 99. Don't see that very often in baseball. Maybe his favorite player is Aaron Judge.
That's probably what it is.
First pitch misses low, 1-0. Shulman delivers. That misses upstairs, 2-0.
So Dylan has to settle down here. The secret of being a successful pitcher, I've mentioned it before, if you can get the second and third out back-to-back, you're going to be a successful pitcher. There's a good breaking pitch right there.
Yeah, off-speed offering finds the zone, and he gets it back to a 2-1 count here. And you also can't be afraid to use your defense.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, pitching to contact, again, another lost art in the game today.
3-1 here to Roman, who flied to center as first AB. Strike at the knees. Roman thought it was ball 4. He'll have to come back.
So what do we got, 3-2?
Yes. Full count here with the bases loaded and 2 away.
So you got the merry-go-round going here now. If it's 3-2, 2 outs, right?
Yep. Runners will be in motion as Shulman and Roman do battle here on a full count on the top of the second inning. Struck him out,
Thank
swinging out of the zone. Shulman gets back-to-back strikeouts, and Fort Lee escapes. Still scoreless after 1.5 here at Fort Lee. Bottom of the second inning here for the Dr. Allen W. Sugarman Sports Complex. As Dylan Shulman was able to work out of a bases-loaded one-out jam to hold Cliffside Park scoreless, and he leads off here in the bottom of the second inning. He looks at a ball 1-0. Shulman got Mancini and Roman of swinging and strikeouts to end the inning and strand the bases loaded. As that pitch misses, 2-0.
Yeah, Dylan did a great imitation of Houdini in that last inning.
As he looks to help his own cause here in the bottom of the second. That pitch misses, 3-0.
Right now, again, you've noticed if you've been watching any big league games, a lot of guys are swinging on 3-0 now because they know they're going to get a fat pitch. But here, Dylan has to take.
See if he does, and he is, and it's a called strike.
And whatever he gets on 3-1, he's going to get on 3-0. He's going to get on 3-1.
See what Herrera delivers here to his counterpart, Shulman. Swinging a missed strike, 2, and it's full.
Yeah, aggressive swing, trying too hard. Pulling his head out a little bit there. They're now 3-2. 2-strike hitting here.
See if his approach changes on this offering. And has fouled up the third baseline.
Yeah, with 2 strikes, you want to shorten your stroke a little bit. You want to look mid-play and out, middle out. And if he tries to jam you inside because you shorten your stroke, you can still get to it.
3-2 offering. That's fouled away. We'll do it one more time.
Yeah, that was an inside pitch. He was looking away, hit away. But he's hanging in there. Great at bat. Forcing the pitcher to throw a lot of pitches.
I believe this will be the 7th offering of this AB. And that misses wide, and it's a ball 4. And Fort Lee has a base runner here to lead off the second inning.
And exactly what they needed, right? Leadoff guy getting on. Let's see if the Bridgman can rally here now. And here's one of their better players here, Stefano Casal. Has a bunch of extra base hits.
He does. The shortstop stands in from the right side with runner on first and nobody
They lay
out.
a bunt down.
Sacrifices the runner over to second, and that is successful. As Sal drops down the sacrifice.
Yep, and that is, Coach Kraljic just wants to get a man in scoring position, trying to get the lead, early lead by doing that, giving up an out. Nothing wrong with that. You could, other ways you might be able to do a hit and run there, or you might want to do maybe a steal. But Shulman is not known for his speed, so bunting him over to second. And coach's philosophy is the best way to get a run in.
Brings in Adrian McCrary, the catcher, this afternoon for the Bridgemen, and that ball gets away from Joa, but Shulman is unable to advance to third.
Yeah, you have to anticipate, right? So when you're on second, you have to take an aggressive second lead because nobody's holding you on. So you can take an aggressive lead off a second, and then you got to anticipate. You see the ball going low.
Ball's chopped back up the middle for a base hit, and that will advance Shulman over to third base, as Rojas looked like he might have gotten a glove on it to at least slow it down, and that might have prevented Shulman from scoring.
I'd give him a hit on that.
Oh, no, it's definitely a hit. It's just
Yep.
him knocking the ball down a little bit to at least keep Shulman on third base at the moment.
And now we got a speed up runner for McCrary, the catcher. But that's McCrary again hitting the ball solid right up the middle, which was great. And then Shulman, good base running the ball. If it's hit at you or behind you, you want to advance on that. And if it got a little bit further away from the shortstop, he would have been able to score. But now it's first and third, one out.
Brings up Ryan Irizarry, the first baseman this afternoon. First pitch is in there for a called strike, and throw through to second base. It was unable to get the pinch runner. But Shulman still standing on third base as it appeared that the double steal was not on for the Bridgemen.
You saw it, guys. I mean, that was deflected. It went right back to the pitcher. Luckily, Dylan didn't go.
They have runners at second and third here with one away. It's in there for the second strike. Ryan's hitting 133 on the year, but a 316 on base, so he's able to draw some walks as his eye benefits him there, and it's 1-2.
And Cliffside looks like the short and second they're playing halfway, but first base is playing back. I don't get it. That's a little unorthodox defense.
1-2 offering. Fouled off, and we'll do it again.
Hey, standing in the bat. Good work. Fly ball to the outfield. Sac fly will score a run. Base hit scores 2.
With the depth of the infield, almost any hit ball not out of the infielder could potentially bring in a run, too. And that pitch misses inside, and it's 2-2. Herrera gets a low strike call, and as he strike out looking for Irizarry, and there's 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning for Javier Rivera.
You call that pitch a Maybelline pitch. That's a Maybelline pitch because the pitch before that probably was a strike, and the next one was a makeup pitch. Makeup call, Maybelline call.
Runners here at second and third with 2 away for the Bridgemen. See if they can come up with some 2-out magic. And that first offering is low, 1-0.
Well, see if we can get some 2-out lightning here.
Rivera looks at that one up around his eyes, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 swung on and missed for strike 2 and 1.
Rivera's a pull hitter. You can see he flies open early. He has difficulty hitting the pitch away. But with an inside pitch, he can handle it very well.
See where Herrera goes on this 2-1 offering. Inside, and it's in there for a strike.
Good pitch up and in. Real good pitch. Still in the bat.
2-2 here to the Bridgman's second baseman, Rivera. See if Herrera gets out of this frame unscathed. Not to do it again, and that 2-2 offering is fouled back.
So right here, the pitcher right now, he with an open base, 2 men in scoring position. He should be trying to pitch on the lower outside corner right here.
That's where he goes, but he misses.
Yep. And the same thing here on this pitch. It's an open base, end of the order up. If he goes right at him and makes a mistake, it's going to cost him 2 runs.
Bridgman are trying to come up with a 2-out base hit to potentially score 2 runs, second and third, and that pitch is fouled back.
Ooh, just missed it. That was a really good pitch to hit.
Rivera just missed that one, and see if Fort Lee could do one better than Cliffside did and score runs with runners in scoring position 2 away in their half of the second inning. Achilles Baracus stands on the on-deck circle, and he'll have to wait until the third inning to come up as back-to-back strikeouts ends for the second inning. We remain scoreless, headed to the top of the third when we come back. Top of the third here between Fort Lee and Cliffside Park, 0-0. As both teams stranded runners in scoring position last inning and unable to score. Nick Botto will lead things off for the Red Raiders here in the top of the third inning. And Shulman greets him with a hit by pitch, and that's quickly a runner on and nobody out.
Now that's weird, right? Nick Botto, first at bat, got on a catcher's interference. Now he gets on a hit by pitch.
He's only seen. Oh, he did get hit. He did get called on that for 2-2 in the last at bat. So at least he's seen a few pitches today from Dylan Shulman.
Yeah. Still, on base twice, without basically putting the ball in play.
Brings up Peter Dickus. He looks at a ball 1-0.
Dickus popped out to second last at bat.
He did on a 2-0 pitch, and see if he can move Botto over at least a second base, and that pitch misses 2-0.
Shulman needs to settle in right now. He just, with the 0-0 game, he needs to get in a groove right now and get a ground ball.
He gets a swing and a miss on that offering, and it's 2-1.
Shulman's got real good. He has a nice slide step right now, so the runners at first really can't get a good jump off of him.
He'll throw over and check on the runner. He is back safely.
And that wasn't his best move. That was the show me move. The second time he threw over there.
Swung on, hit into the left field, and Katayama ranges over and makes the play for out number 1.
Dickus hit it well, but right at a fielder, unfortunately.
Brings up Richard Joa, the catcher today for the Red Raiders. Ground out the short to end the top of the first inning. See what Shulman can do here as he checks on the runner once again.
As a longtime coach, my philosophy always was in the high school level was once you get guys on, you want to make things happen. So there it is.
And then for a called strike, and that base is stolen easily for Botto.
And that's exactly what you did. So you don't want to go more than a hitter without doing anything. You don't want to go station to station, right? We don't have these power hitter, home run hitters at the high school level, so you have to get things in motion. And the one play that nobody uses anymore really bothers me is the hit and run. It just freaks me out that nobody goes to it or even practices it, or maybe if they do practice it, they don't practice it in the proper situation. And it's such a potent play, it's particularly at the high school level. When a guy's stealing, the whole infield's moving, and there's just a lot of gaps.
Forces the defense to make a play.
Yeah.
Ball's hit in the air,
Ball's
deep
hit.
to left field. Kanayama races back, and that ball's one hop over the wall for a ground rule double. And that will get Cliffside. Ground rule double will get Cliffside on the board here as Joe one hops the fence here in deep left field, and the Red Raiders lead 1-0.
Yeah, that was a bomb. Really good. Unfortunately for Cliffside, on the turf, it just bounced over for a ground rule double.
That was probably a benefit of Fort Lee, too. So Joe just couldn't round the bases entirely himself if it hits the fence.
If that hits the fence, it's definitely a triple because of the deepness of the field. I have no idea how long it is, but it's a long way from home.
Oh, yeah, you're going full football field and then some across. So
Right. What's the width of a football field?
52 yards.
52, right? So that's one
It's 156.
56.
Yeah. First pitch misses to Pereira, 1-0.
And then, that white stripe is deep here in this field. So
Yeah. So you're going.
it's 127 from home to second.
Pitch is hit down the right field line. That's going to get in front of Baracus, and that will advance the runner to third base as Pereira gets on base with a single to right field.
And Joe didn't get a good read on that. He thought that the right fielder might catch that on a line drive, so he froze. He waited. He was playing conservative, and that's why he's only on third right now.
Rojas stands in with runners at first and third here with one away. He singled back in the second inning. First offering misses for a ball 1-0.
Yeah, I don't get that either. You sacrifice bunt there. I mean, a great play here is a fake squeeze play because it forces the defense to read squeeze, and the runner at first goes to second.
And he does go to second, and that base is stolen
Yeah,
as Pereira gets in there.
that was more or less that was a protect steal, where the batter sticks the bat out over the plate, and it kind of like screens the catcher's view. They call that a protect steal.
So he's not actively trying to square around on the
No.
ball. He's going to take the pitch.
Yeah. Yep. And that only means the runner on first missed the sign the first pitch.
And a 2-0 gets away. And it's 3-0. So, yeah, put the sign on again to make sure he's really paying attention.
Yeah, right.
Can't say I'm not guilty of that playing baseball myself. So,
Oh, man.
Shulman here is down 3-0 to Rojas.
Let me tell you, when I first started playing and coaching, the signs were so complex, and you had to write them down, you had to study them, you had tests on them. By the time I was done coaching, they were the most basic, simplest signs. It's just something that's got lost. You know, there was no way we wanted the other team to steal our signs, and then we would spend like the whole job of the guys on the bench is to try to steal the signs from the other team.
Yes. 3-2 offering is fouled off, and we'll do it again.
And it was second and third, and one out. Fort Lee is playing infield in here, so they're trying to shut the run down. They're rolling the dice here. Already down a run.
As Shulman is 3-2 here, and that ball is fouled just outside the line, down the right field line. And that would have been trouble for Fort Lee if that would have landed fair.
An inch, 2 inches further to the line. It's 2 runs.
Rojas battling here. Count's still full to the Red Raiders shortstop. Shulman's looking to dance out of danger again as he misses upstairs to load the bases with a free pass.
And again, no damage done there. With 2 men in scoring position, open base. Now that sets up a double play with 7, 8, 9 coming up.
That it does, as Antonio Rinaldi stands in the right field there today for Cliffside Park. First pitch of the AB is grounded back to the pitcher, Shulman. He goes to home, gets the force out at home for the second out of the inning. That is a big out for the Bridgeman.
It's unfortunate. Dylan, we got the lead runner there, but Dylan lost his footing there. That 1-2-3 double play, you know, that would be out of the inning there. Too bad he lost his footing there. Couldn't get it home quicker.
Herrera stands in. He's going to put that on the ground to shortstop. He goes to short way to second, gets him out as
Easy way.
Casal and Rivera team up on that one. The Fort Lee dances out of danger again, only allowing 1 run. 1-0 after 2.5 here. Bottom of the third here from Fort Lee as the Bridgmen trail 1-0. As Achilles Barakis puts a swing on one on the ground, the shortstop, and he is retired 6-3 from Rojas to Dickus. 1 pitch, 1 out in the bottom of the third inning.
And now back to the top of the order.
Yes, so this is Jaewon Park stands in, the center fielder. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out to short. First pitch swinging, gets through the legs of Mancini at third base, and Park is on for Fort Lee.
E5 through the wickets. But let's see if Fort Lee Bridgman can use that and get that run back.
They stranded runners at second and third in their half of the second inning. As Kaizo Katayama stands in, the left fielder. That pickoff attempt is unsuccessful. See if Park was sleeping before a pitch was thrown to Katayama. Pitch misses for a ball, and it's 1-0, and there's another check on Park over there at first base.
Hey, Joa made like a stab at it, but that was a dirt ball. So Jay Wu was doing the right thing. Once you see the ball go in the dirt, expect to take an extra base. But the Cliffside catcher made a really nice play. Try to backdoor pick. There he goes.
On his way to second base, and he gets there easily. And
great jump.
is the team-leading 9th stolen base for Park this season. It's a 2-0 count. And now it is 3-0 to the Fort Lee left fielder. Cliffside took a 1-0 lead in the top half of the third on a ground rule double from Richard Joa. And as that 3-1 offering is looked at for a called strike.
Yeah, it looks like Herrera has lowered his release point a little bit. And it's only the third inning.
As we await the 3-1 offering, and that goes inside and hits him. So now Bridgman will have runners at first and second here with one away in the bottom of the third inning.
I don't know. The more I do these games, I've never seen so many hit batsmen in high school level than I have in the games that I've worked. It's amazing. I can't believe it. I can't explain it.
Joseph Rosa stands in, third baseman for Fort Lee this afternoon. And he puts a drive into that one. That's going to land in front of the left fielder. And that is going to score a run for Fort Lee, and they will tie this game at 1. And runner will advance up to third base in Katayama as Jaewoo Park scores on the RBI single from Rosa.
JoJo comes through again. Hit the ball really hard and got the run in, which was awesome. But JoJo, once the throw goes through, once you miss the cutoff man, his job as batter runner is to go to second base. Particularly, there's another runner on third there. So Cliffside, if they would have went for JoJo to go at second, the runner on third would have scored. So in the future, he needs to take advantage of that.
Dylan Scholin tried to take advantage of this situation here and help his own cause and give himself the lead. 1 run already home as this game is tied at 1 here with 1 away in the bottom of the third inning for Fort Lee. Scholman walked and was stranded at third base in the second. That ball gets away, and that will allow Rosso to advance to second base.
Well, it ended up, he's on second anyway, right? Took advantage of the dirt ball. And again, that time Joa, who tried to do that same happy birthday play, but just taking a sweeping stab at it. Didn't work that time. And all he did was flick it into the backstop. So now it's second and third.
Another opportunity here for the Bridgemen. That one scoots away, but no advance of the Bridgemen runners. 2-0 here to Schulman.
Great hitter spot right here. 2 men in scoring position, 2-0 count, 2 men in scoring position. They're going to walk them now. Yep.
The intentional walk. You don't have to throw the other pitches, so that will load the bases.
And that makes sense. Fort Lee's better hitters. Loads the bases, set up a double play. Forced at every base.
Schulman did come in hitting over 430 in today's game. The best on the Bridgemen. And here's Stefano Cassell with a big spot here with one away, and the base is loaded full of Fort Lee Bridgemen. First pitch swing is a soft liner back up behind second base. Tag is on second, and throw over to first is a double play for Rojas. And just like that, Cliffside Park gets out of the inning. Fort Lee is able to tie the game, though. Complete 3 full innings here on Fort Lee Bridgeman Athletics on YouTube. Top of the 4th inning here from the Dr. Allen W. Sugarman Sports Complex. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Phil Paquette and Mike LoPresti here to bring you Cliffside Park and Fort Lee, as the Red Raiders and Bridgemen are tied at 1 after 3 full innings of baseball.
And that was a tremendous play by Randy Rojas to end the inning there, to get Cliffside back in the dugout and get their bats up. Ended the rally for Fort Lee. Humpback line drive, but he took it himself, stepped on the bag, and threw it to first, end the inning. Really, really a great play. But now you have number 9 up, Mancini, who struck out his last at bat.
He did. He looks at that one, and it's 1-1. Bridgemen have stranded runners in the 2nd and 3rd innings, only been able to scratch 1 run across. And thanks to that aforementioned double play from Rojas, Cliffside Park was able to get back in the dugout and keep this game tied as that pitch is fouled up the third baseline.
Wow.
1-2 from Schulman. It's fouled away. We'll do it again.
There's a lot of different strategies today with how you set your lineup up. The traditional method is you want your quick little guys leading off, big hitters in the middle of the lineup, and then your weaker hitters bottom of the order.
See what Mancini does here out of the 9th spot. He looks at that 1-2 and it misses 2-2.
That's a great spot, just missed. Sometimes what I would do is I've had a kid who couldn't hit curveballs. We would put him in the bottom of the order because the other team not knowing, there's no advanced scouting in high school level, so they would think he's a weak hitter and just go right at him and get more fastballs down there. Or a lot of times we would have like a really speedy guy who bunted a lot and put him 9th.
Try to flip the lineup back over and give your top of the lineup something to hit with on base.
Doesn't look like Mancini's that guy, though.
It does not. He looks at that one, and it's a full count to the Red Raiders' third baseman. Three-two offering. Misses low, and it's a walk to start things here in the 4th. Thank you. Brings things back around to the top of the order, and Danny Roman, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. The runner on first, and no outs in the Red Raiders' half of the 4th inning. First pitch misses away, and a throw back behind the runner. Forces a slide back into the bag for Mancini, but he's in there in time.
Yeah, it looks like Mancini missed a sign. He had a really, really late jump to steal, and he's hit the brakes, and McCrary almost got him on the back door. Just missed it.
Pitch is fouled off, and it's 1-1. Botto on deck, and Dickus scheduled. Next two batters for the Red Raiders. Roman grounds that to the third baseman. Rosa goes to force to get the lead runner at second. And there's one away in the 4th.
Yep, so Roman gets on first on the fielder's choice. Jojo Rosa kept the ball in front. Still got the force at second.
Ball got on him quickly off the field turf here. I was able to keep it in front and make the play. Brings up Nick Botto, who's been on base twice without swinging the bat. Got on via catcher's interference in the first and got hit by a pitch in the third. That ball is just foul up the third baseline. Seemed like everybody knew it, but the batter and Botto. He will jog back.
So it looks like there was a call, a balk, and then the umpire called it dead because that ball was hit down the line fair. Now, I always thought the rule is if there's a balk and the pitcher makes the pitch, the offense has choice to take the play or take the balk, unless they change that high school rule. Right? Because the runner's on second now.
Well, the runner is on second. You're right.
Yeah.
So it must have been a balk. Correct.
Yeah, it had to be.
Good eye, Mike.
I gotta ask what the rule is on that now. I was under the impression it was a choice. If the pitcher gets called for a balk and he still continues to throw the pitch, offense it's like a free swing.
Yeah, pit is fouled at the plate, and it's 1-2.
But we'll find out later.
To Botto. Yeah, I'm unsure of the rule. If the pitcher continues, usually it's just a blown dead and the play doesn't happen.
Yeah, maybe that's a college rule or a big league rule, not in high school.
Botto with the double down the right field line. And the Red Raiders retake the lead, 2-1 on the one-out double from the second baseman, who's now been on base 3 times today.
Big RBI double, turned on it. He's 3 for 3, getting on base.
He is. That brings in Peter Dickus. He looks at a ball in the dirt as McCrary keeps it in front of him.
Great job by McCrary. Knees and chest protector. That's doing his job back there. That's awesome.
Makes the pitcher feel comfortable to throw one down there if he needs to. And then see where Shulman goes. That's a line drive right at the second baseman, Rivera, who fields it on the hop but gets the force at first as Botto advances over to third base.
So there's 2 outs now, runner on third. Number 4 up. Catcher, Richie Joa.
Richard Joa stands in. He had a ground rule double deep to left field. That's scored the first run of the game for the Red Raiders back in the third inning. That's scored Botto, who he will try to score here to extend this inning. First pitch from Solman gets away, but no harm done, and it's 1-0.
Well, the benefit of having this backstop again, right? Many fields today don't have a backstop this close, so but runner on third, it's dangerous. Now I was a pitcher in college, so and also a little bit in high school too. So when I went to college, you know, we played without backstops. When there was a runner on third, it was like it was questionable. Should I throw a breaking pitch? Should I throw a slider, or a pitch like that? Because if he gets through the catcher, it's a run. You know, and it took my pitching coach to build some confidence in me to say you still got to throw that pitch because that's the pitch you need, and you just got to trust that you're going to hit the glove.
Mm-hmm. And you have to trust in your catcher to smother it too.
Yes, right.
Because
if you're going to feed guys fastballs, the run's on third. That run's going to score anyway.
Yes, agreed. Yeah, your guys are just going to keep grooving it.
Yeah.
3-0 here to Joa. And might get the intentional walk here from the Bridgeman, and let Pereira Rojas beat them further down the lineup. As that 3-0 misses for a ball 4. Walk to Joa puts runners at first and third here in the top of the 4th inning. 2 away for the Red Raiders as Rafi Pereira stands in.
We got a speed-up runner for the catcher at first, and so look for steal or a double steal.
Rafi's flew out and singled so far this afternoon.
As coach, what I would do whenever they put in a pinch runner, first pitch I would try to do a pick. Guy's a little nervous or he's anxious, going to get an aggressive lead, I would just pick.
First pitch misses upstairs for 1-0.
You know, force the guy to dive back, eat dirt. You know, maybe shake him up a little bit. It'll affect his jump when he steals.
See if Shulman will check on the run he does not, and that pitch is in there for a called strike 1. Shulman's been able to limit the damage so far. He's only surrendered 2 runs, but Red Raiders have had threats in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th innings as they left multiple runners on in each of the previous 2 frames. Pitch misses, 2-1.
And plus in high school, the old fake to third, spin backdoor first from the pitcher is legal. It's not legal anymore in the big leagues. Can't fake third anymore in the big leagues.
Shulman steps soft to get the runners back. Pitch misses upstairs, and it's 3-1 to the Cliffside left fielder. Shulman comes set and delivers. Gets the high strike once again, and the count is full.
Stolen base. Runner takes the base on that. Stolen base. Surprising count to steal on.
With no throw either.
Yeah, but it worked.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 as Shulman works out of that danger as well. Cliffside Park retakes the 2-1. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning here from Fort Lee. Bottom of the 4th here from Fort Lee. Bridgman trail 2-1 as Adrian McCrary stands in. The catcher fouls that one up the first base line. 0-1 to start things.
You know, this is like 4th inning in a row now. The leadoff hitter of the inning is jumping on the first pitch.
Might be the best pitch you get. 0-1. It's fouled again, same spot.
Well, I'm not against that philosophy. I'm a firm believer that, you know, strike's a strike, and if you're sitting ready, you know, the only time you're taking a first pitch if it's maybe an off-speed pitch, if it's not yours.
0-2 here. McCrary somehow puts his bat on that one, but grounds it right to the third baseman, Thickus, and he gets to the bag first for the first out of the inning.
Yep, Adrian got beat up on that a little bit. His caboose was going in the wrong direction. But you know what? He shows he has good hands. He put the ball in play. He hit the ball pretty hard, just right at somebody. You know, 6 feet closer to second base, that's a base hit through the hole.
First pitch from Herrera's grounded to the third baseman, and that play is made by Mancini. It's a quick 2 away here for the Bridgman in the bottom of the 4th inning.
So now Fort Lee's job to do right now, being that it's like only a few pitches there, Fort Lee's job right now is to delay this at bat. You want to make the pitcher wait. You want to give your pitcher a little bit of rest in the dugout. So
off speed isn't there to
right.
Rivera.
So and that's a good take right there. So what I would do is I would call timeout. You're allowed one timeout an inning, offensive timeout. I would call timeout and have a conference with my hitter to slow down the game and give my pitcher a little bit of a breather, you know, and then tell my hitter to take the first pitch, forcing the pitcher to throw more pitches.
1-1 on its way. Swung through that one, did Rivera, and it's 1-2.
All right, so right now Rivera needs to shorten his stroke right now. 2-strike hitting. Put the ball in play. They're going away.
1-2 misses away, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, Joa sets up real early for location. The Fort Lee on deck guy can just do a quick verbal to alert the hitter. A verbal cue.
Pitch misses, and it's full count now as Rivera has battled back to make it full.
Well, it's a good job. Good job by Rivera working the count.
Full count offering. Misses inside, and that's a ball 4.
Well, getting a guy on, maybe get a 2-out rally going here.
After 3 pitches to get the first 2 outs, Rivera works a walk, and that brings up Achilles Baracus. Right fielder is 0 for 1.
Like the old saying goes, right? A bloop and a bang. And you're thinking Rivera's going to steal bases, so they keep trying to pick him over there.
First pitch misses upstairs. That's 1-0. To Fort Lee's right fielder, Baracus. Two and 0.
We got a conference. I don't think they're out there checking for restaurant reservations after the game. No. But they brought the whole team in there. You know, you think any of those kids are talking about like what they have for homework tonight? I don't think so.
Highly, highly doubt that.
Yeah. Well, if there are any students from my class, they don't have any homework tonight. We all got it done during class time.
That's nice of you. Is let the kids do that in class instead of doing it at home.
Well, I had somewhere to go, so after school. but no, seriously, it's been a unconventional year, that's for sure.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. We have a 2-0 count here to Achilles. See, we'll try to keep this inning going here and get that back up to the top of the order. Puts that one in the air to shallow left field. But Pereira moves under and makes the play to retire the side. Fort Lee trails 2-1 after 4 full innings. Top of the 5th inning here from Fort Lee, as Cliffside comes to back looking to build on their 2-1 advantage. Scored single runs in the 3rd and 4th inning here against the Fort Lee Bridgemen.
Well, Dylan right now is facing the bottom of the order, and he's not pitching now. Looks like Casal's in.
We do have a new pitcher.
Yeah, it looks like Casal is in, and Shulman is now playing short.
Just a straight swap for the Bridgemen as Joseph Rosa comes in to pitch. Number 14 moves over from third base.
Oh, it's Rosa?
That's what. Yeah, 14. And Shulman moved to shortstop.
Yep. And where did Casal go?
Looks like he went over to third, and that pitch is fouled away. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Randy Rojas. Made a fine defensive play to end the bottom of the 3rd inning with a double play to get Cliffside out of a jam. Pitch misses downstairs.
No, I don't know. They juggled some stuff around. We'll see.
Pitch is fouled away, and
Looks like Casal's at second base now. 7, right? 7. Looks like he's at second. And Rivera looks like he moved at third, right? Rivera's number 9. Well, we'll figure it out.
we will figure it out. That pitch misses, and it's full, 3-2.
You know, you got 60-year-old eyes looking from 500 feet away, and you got black numbers with a thin orange outline, and that's probably the best you're going to get. Sorry, guys.
We'll try to help you, Mike. As Rosa steps back onto the rubber here and faces Rojas here with a full count to get things going here in the 5th inning. We will do our best to sort out the new infield for the Bridgemen as Rojas works the leadoff walk.
Yeah, Rosa walked Rojas. All right, so bottom of the order here. So what does Cliffside do? Does number 7 Rinaldi bunt to have 8 and 9 knock him in? And the answer is yes.
He is squared around, and he will get a sacrifice down. And play is made by Rosa over at first base. As the sacrifice works 1-3 on the putout, and we'll move Rojas over to second base with 1 away. Felix Herrera stands in. So he will get his first at bat this afternoon against Joseph Rosa, who relieved Dylan Shulman to start the inning here. First pitch hit in the air to right center field. Baracus ranges over, makes the play. No throw on the advancing runner in Rojas over to third base, but Dutchman will trade the out for the Bridgeman, will trade the out for the advance of the runner.
Base, yup. Which is good baseball there, and and I'm not trying to criticize, but the runner on second, he just like jogged to third. And, he just assumed that the Fort Lee guy couldn't throw him out. And that just, in the future, maybe if Fort Lee can just like take it a little more serious, get to throw a little bit longer, it might have had him.
Brings up Luigi Mancini, the third baseman today for Cliffside Park. He looks at a ball 1-0. Mancini struck out in the 2nd inning and reached on a walk back in the 4th.
Yep, number 9 in the order. Like we said earlier, right? You want to get the second and third out back to back. Stops all rallies.
Yes, it does. And the Bridgmen are looking to strand another runner from Cliffside Park at third base this afternoon. Pitch misses inside. Rojas started the inning with a walk, sacrificed second base on a Rinaldi bunt, and advanced to third on a flyout from Herrera. We stand with a 3-1 count here to Mancini. Three-one taking all the way by Mancini, and it's in there. Full count, 3-2.
Don't understand that. That pitcher is piped right down the middle. 3-1 count, man in scoring position. Walk doesn't drive him in.
3-2 from Rosa. It's fouled off, and we'll do it again.
Right? I mean, I see that so often where you got guys in scoring position and the count is in favor of the hitter and they're like trying to work out a walk. I mean, you don't knock guys in unless it's bases loaded. Use the stick.
That's what you have it there for, and Mancini gets another chance here. And here's the pitch. Misses downstairs, and he does work out a walk, and his runners at first and third with two away,
Right.
and top of the order coming
But
up.
that runner at third is still there. Didn't move. You know, when I was playing a high school game, we were playing Patterson East Side way back when I was playing for Hackensack. And this hitter in East Side struck out twice looking. So it was the third at bat. The coach sent the kid up there without a bat.
Really?
I'm not kidding you. How embarrassing for the kid. Of course, we thought it was funny at the time. And the poor kid struck out again. And I don't know what lesson he was trying to prove there. I don't get
Could he
the
strike
lesson.
out swinging in that next at bat?
He struck out looking because he didn't have a bat. Umpire's like, coach, he doesn't have a bat because he's ready. I don't know what you expect him to do.
That really happened?
Yes.
Wow.
Today, that guy would get fired doing something like that.
I mean, he get a meeting on Monday.
Absolutely.
Cut on and missed by Roman.
Coach's name was. Maybe I shouldn't say the coach's name. I'm sure he's not alive anymore. Sorry.
Roman hits one on the ground through the right side, and that's going to get a run in for the Red Raiders. And they take a 3-1 lead on a two-out base hit from Danny Roman.
RBI for the leadoff Roman.
Mancini moves up a station to second base, and there's runners at first and second for Nick Botto, who's been on base 3 times. Doubled in the fourth, reached on a hit by a pitch in the third, and reached on catcher's interference back in the first. Looking to continue this inning for Cliffside Park. Pitch misses low, and it's 1-0.
Ford Lee has to try something. Try to just stop it. Stop the bleeding.
1-0 on its way, misses downstairs. Rosa spiked what looked like an off-speed pitch there.
Yeah, well, it's breaking pitch, and McCrary again does his job, uses his chest protector.
He's had a good day back there.
Yes, he has. Really, really helping the team.
See what Rosa does here on the 2-0 delivery. Pitch is fouled off, 2-1.
And you can see it, right? You can see how it's set up. I don't know if Fort Lee has the play in their playbook. First baseman's playing back, and the runner on first has an extended lead. They should have like a backdoor blind pick there.
Try to see, make sure he's not getting too big of a jump.
Yeah, but just to try to sneak it out.
Runners take their leads off first and second. Offering
right
misses
there?
upstairs.
Yeah.
Runners at first and second, 2 away here. 1 run already home for the Red Raiders in their half of the 5th. They lead 3-1, looking to keep this 5th inning going. As Joe Rosa offers and swung on a missed. Strike 2 and the count runs full. Excuse me, strike 3, inning is over.
Finally got Botto out.
They did, and that ends the top of the 5th inning. Red Raiders tack on 1 more. They lead 3-1 here on Fort Lee Bridgman Athletics on YouTube. Bottom of the 5th here from Fort Lee as the Bridgmen come to bat trailing 3-1 to the Red Raiders of Cliffside Park. In the top of the order, we'll get things going for the Bridgmen and Jay-Woo Park, who reached on an error back in the 3rd inning. He looks at a call, strike 1.
We got Fort Lee has 3 at-bats left, only down 2. They've come from behind often this year. See if top of the order can get it going.
Park offers at that one and misses, and it's 0-2. Oh, 0-2 offering from Herrera. Ooh. Swung on a miss for a strike 3.
Yeah, Jay-Woo was totally fooled on that one. Breaking pitch away.
Brings up Kaizo Katayama. Stands in. Flew out to left back in the 1st. It was hit by a pitch and was stranded at 3rd back in the 3rd. First pitch offering is inside, and it's a strike, 0-1.
You see, with 2 strikes, if you're looking to hit the other way, that breaking pitch away, you should be set up to hit it the other way. And fortunately, Jay-Woo in that time wasn't set up to do that. And
another hit by pitch.
Yep, another hit by pitch. Yep. I think last week I worked the game. There were 8 in the game.
Really?
Yes, Phil, 8. You can imagine my head was spinning. I mean, again, today just these guys at this level, they just accept it. Oh, I got hit. Okay, I'm running on first. In my day, if 2 guys got hit in the game, it'd be like a war. It'd be a battle.
Because coming up with no bats.
No, multiple bats.
Oh, that's the other extreme.
Yes.
That's the other extreme. Got
it.
Joe Rosa stands in. Looks at a high, strike 1.
It was the game has evolved into a little more peaceful
encounters with everybody.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, right?
It
Peaceful
is
encounters?
good. You know, without question, you know, we've all evolved as players, as, you know, coaches. We all evolved to recognize, particularly this year,
Oh, yeah.
just happy to be out here. Because a year ago, we were all stuck in our house doing nothing.
Yes, we all were. Pitch misses 1-1. Yeah, because this time last year we were month 2 of
It was
nothing.
And nobody knew
What was happening?
what was ahead. Yeah,
Yes.
nobody knew.
Snap throw to first. Check on Katayama, and he's back safely.
Well, Jojo Rosa right here needs to get the rally going. See if he can get that run back that he allowed.
Rosa came in to relieve starter Dylan Shulman last inning. Cliffside was able to scrap across a run on a hit and left 2 in their half of the 5th inning. Rosa put a drive into that one out to right field, but Rinaldi's under it and makes the catch for out number 2.
Cliffside pitcher Herrera's doing a great job. Changing speeds now. Like I said, earlier in the game, he lowered his release point, and now it's really baffled Fort Lee since he's done that.
Yeah, it seems like the Bridgman hitters are off balance when they're getting into a pitcher's count of 1-2 or 0-2. They really don't know what's coming to them.
Yep, exactly. Has a really nice spin move there, and it's really, you know, he's doing a great job keeping Fort Lee at bay. But they're still in the game. It's only 2-run deficit.
3-1 here in the 5th inning as Shulman looks at that one for a ball, 1-out. Shulman's been on base twice, drawn 2 walks, 1 intentional, and has been stranded twice. Off with the pitch was Katayama, and he steals second base easily.
He got a great jump on that. You know, Joe, the catcher, nice strong throw, a little too high though.
Two and 0 here to Shulman.
Another balk.
They called a balk on Herrera, and that will push Katayama over to third base with 2 away. Now Shulman has a very good RBI chance as a base hit definitely drives in a run and cuts this deficit in half potentially. Called strike is in there, and it's 2-1. It's only the third strike that Shulman has seen at the plate today.
Right, and Dylan's Fort Lee's best hitter, so needs to come through right now.
Katayama at third base. Hit by a pitch, stolen base, and balked on his way over there, and that pitch is in the dirt low, 3-1. Good block by Joa.
It was, and that's another oddity, right? 3 balks in one game. I can't remember the last time I saw more than 1 in a game. Usually once one is called, the pitchers are really make sure they do the right thing out there.
Just chopped back behind the mound. Tough play for Rojas, and he is unable to make it, and that's going to drive in a run. As Shulman put the ball in play and will get a base hit that went maybe 100 feet. And that gets Fort Lee back within a run. It's 3-2 now.
That's one of those worm killers that hit it perfectly placed. But, of course, this is an artificial turf, so the worms are, like, way underneath this turf. But
that they are. Stefano Cassell stands in. But that bounced right off the plate, bounced right over the pitcher, and was able to get down in front of the shortstop, and that pitch fouled off.
He really turned on that one. Cleared the bench.
Make sure your head's on a swivel over there.
Yeah.
Check on Shulman over there is unsuccessful and
Yeah.
he's back in safely.
Dylan's not known to be a base stealer, but you never know today. Maybe you might see a delayed steal here.
He's 4 for 4. He's 4 for 4 on the year.
Oh, well. Yeah.
Pitch misses.
Second baseman's a little close to the bag for a delayed steal, so
He's opportunistic.
it's possible. Yep. Oh, that's a balk.
Looks like he got away with it.
Yeah, he did.
Checked on Shulman again.
Yeah, that time he didn't spin. He stepped forward and then turned. Oh, well.
Here delivers. That pitch is fouled off at the plate, and it's 1-2. Bridgman cut the lead in half from 3-1 to 3-2 after Kanayama hit by a pitch, stole second, was balked over the third, and scored on an infield hit by Dylan Shulman, who stands at first base. As Stefano Casal stands back in, he faces a 1-2 count here, looking to extend the bottom of the fifth for his Fort Lee Bridgman.
There he goes.
Swung on right to the second baseman at second base, and Botto flings it over to first to retire the side. Fort Lee get one back. 3-2 as we head to the top of the sixth here from Fort Lee. Top of the sixth here from Fort Lee. Cliffside leads Fort Lee 3-2. As the Red Raiders has scored once in the third, fourth, and fifth innings as we get ready for the top of the sixth here this afternoon. Beautiful day here from the Dr. Allen W. Sugarman Sports Complex. Phil Paquette and Mike LoPresti here for this encounter between the Bridgman and Red Raiders, schools that are separated by less than 2 miles, as Joe Rosa offers a first pitch strike to Peter Dickus. Dickus is 0 for 3, popped out the second, flew to left, and grounded out to second. As that offering misses, and it's 1-1 to the Red Raiders first baseman. Fouled up the third baseline, and it's 1-2.
After your team scores a run, you need a shutdown inning, And that's what JoJo Rosa is trying to do here. But he has middle of the order for Cliffside to get out.
That he does. Dickus in the 3-hole. Joa and Pereira stand in his way of a 1, 2, 3, 6 inning to get his offense back to the plate. Delivery misses away, and it's 2-2.
Hey, not a bad spot. Nice velocity. Good location there. He needs to double up again. He needs to double up. Throw the same pitch. Get it over.
2-2 is grounded to third base, and Rivera makes the play. Throw pulls first baseman off the bag, but he applies the tag, and it's 1 away.
Nice job there by Izareri. Keeping his balance, taking the throw a little off the bag, and tagging the runner out.
Richard Joa stands in. He doubled and drove in a run back into third and walked and stole a base in the fourth.
Job. And JoJo got that leading lady, so that he's on his way to that shutout inning that he so desperately needs.
The pitch misses downstairs. It's 2-0.
I don't know. That's an old term, leading lady. That may not be politically correct these days.
Two-zero from Rosa misses, and it's 3-0.
They called it a strike, I think.
Oh, he did call it a strike. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And it's 2-1.
Yep.
Must have been on the black on the inside corner. The 1-2. That is a called strike. Doesn't seem like Joa knows where the strike zone is either. 2-2 on its way.
No, yeah, that wasn't a strike then.
Correction. That's a ball 4. And Joa figures out the count, and so do I.
Yeah.
Ball 4.
Yeah. Again, the casualty of being so far away. And now comes a pinch runner for the catcher again.
So you can pinch run in New Jersey high school in every inning for the same hitter?
All high school, nationwide.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
You have a designated runner
Okay.
for the catcher if he gets on, and also for the pitcher if he gets on.
Got it.
If they want to. You don't have to. Either spots.
Okay. So you have so it's just an
You have
option
the
for the
luxury.
man.
It can't be the same pitcher. It has to be two different kids.
Okay.
And then that kid, he could come to the game as a player as long as it's not the same inning that he pinch ran.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
At least that was the rule the last year I coached, which was 3 years ago. So it's possible things have changed.
Pitch is grounded through the right side, and it's into right field.
Oh,
And that will allow Joa to advance over to third base, and his runners at first and third with 1 away after a single to right field from Pereira.
yeah. So right there, that situation right there is so the runner was stealing, and the second baseman vacated the position. So that ground ball, which probably could have been an out, ended up going through for a hit. But now the mistake was the right fielder needs to throw to the cutoff man in the middle of the diamond instead of just dumping it into the second baseman, because that could encourage the batter runner to maybe try to sneak an extra base and then get him an out there, get him a rundown.
Runner is off from first, and he steals second base without a throw. Runners at second and third, excuse me, with 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Randy Rojas is the hitter. He's been on base 3 times and has scored a run. It's 2-0 to the Red Raiders. Shortstop. 3-0.
Well, that's right. That's good. Rose is now walking around trying to settle himself. That's what he needs to do. Fort Lee now is the infield in. They have to cut this runner off at home.
Ursa hits Rojas, and that will load the bases full of Red Raiders with one away. Antonio Rinaldi be the hitter. Singled back in the second, stole a base, reached on a fielder's choice, and had a sacrifice bunt in his last AB in the 5th. See what manager Steve Jono has him do here. Swing it away, he fouls it off.
Well, it's possible they're asking Rosa to go wind up here. It might feel more comfortable, being able to throw strikes, maybe more powerful. But it's dangerous because when you're from the wind up, runners get extra lead. So now you can see he's back at the stretch.
Chopper, the third, coming home with it is Rivera, and he gets the force at home for the second out of the inning.
What a play by McCrary. McCrary was playing like a first baseman there, and he scoops it up as the throw short hopped him. Awesome play. Kept his foot on the base, got the force at home. Still bases loaded, but no runs have scored.
2 away here for Felix Herrera, who could really help his cause. With the bases loaded here, full of his teammates, and 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Red Raiders lead 3-2. First pitch misses low.
You know, with bases loaded, it's 3 men on base, but it's also a force at every base.
Rosa delivers. Hit in the air to center field. That's going to drop in front of the outfielders as Baracus ranges over and gets the ball back into the infield, and that will bring home at least 1 run, two
runs.
2 runs for Cliffside Park.
And the runner on first goes all the way to third.
So Herrera brings in 2 with his RBI single to right center. And that brings up Luigi Mancini, the third baseman. Red Raiders lead 5-2 now. They have a designed rundown situation between first and second out. Allows Rinaldi to advance home and score the 3rd run of the inning and 6th of the afternoon for Cliffside Park.
Well, that's what happens. That quickly, it goes from 2 outs, possibly getting out of the inning with no runs, and Cliffside just exploded for 3 big runs. Blink an eye, and you missed it.
Mancini looks at his first pitch, and it's upstairs, 1-0.
And this is the thing. It comes down to command. Pitchers need to get ahead of hitters, force the hitters to hit defensively. Instead, falling behind in the count. Right, just like now, 2-0. They get hitters counts, and now the hitters get comfortable, and we got, the situation that it is. See, so now the pitcher who's on second, looks like they're going to put in a pinch runner, speed up runner out there.
Yeah, give him a better chance to score on a base hit to the outfield with 2 outs.
And also rest before pitching the 7th inning. I think that's more or less the motivation. Taking him out there.
2-0 is on its way from Rosa. And it's lined the first baseman, Idiari, and he makes the play. Cliffside Park gets 3 across. They lead 6-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning here from Fort Lee as the Bridgemen come to the bat now trailing 6-2 to Cliffside Park as the Red Raiders added 3 runs in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch swinging is McCrary, and he was going to reach base on a wild throw from the third baseman Mancini, and he will get all the way to second base as the ball rolled up the right field line and into foul territory. So a break for the Bridgemen to start things here on the bottom of the 6th.
I'll give that a hit and an E5. You know, it was a bleeder down the line. Umpire called it fair. May have been rolling foul. Instead, throws it down the line, and McCrary ends up on second. Hey, look, the way it works like this, like they let up throws 3 runs. Yeah, the deficit's wider, but look, Fort Lee has 2 at-bats left, and Cliffside only has 1, 2-1. Hey, you never know. They've come from behind in the past, from further behind, so see what happens.
First pitch to Irizarry. Misses. Upstairs. Dutchman, first baseman, they struck out looking in the second and grounded out to the third baseman in the 4th. Third time through the order now for Herrera. Pitch misses. That is a 4-pitch walk to the Dutchman first baseman. The runners are first and second here, nobody out, and Javier Rivera stands in.
Well, that's 2 men on, and that's a bona fide rally, that's for sure. But it looks like Cliffside is now going to their bullpen.
We will check out the new pitcher.
Well, let's see.
Potentially, or is it going to be just to be a meeting?
It could be one of those, conferences again.
He brings in the whole infield.
Yep.
I mean, Herrera has pitched really well this afternoon.
He really has, and
he's only given up a handful of hits over 5+ innings, a couple strikeouts, 3 to be exact, and it's kept their hitters off balance.
And I don't see anybody warming up.
This will be a position change, and it looks like Herrera's going to be staying in the
game.
game.
He's going to be staying in.
I mean, the bench is fairly limited for Cliffside Park. So if they do make a change, it would almost have to be a position for a position swap like what Fort Lee did earlier.
Yeah, for these this level of high school, it's very common. The pitchers also play other positions all day long.
Pitch misses downstairs, and it's 1-0 to Rivera.
Unlike the rarity, like in the big leagues, what they're doing in the Angels in Los Angeles. Ohtani.
Pitch misses inside, and that's 6 straight balls from Herrera.
And it's crazy, right? How things turn, how quickly things turn. And that's what so great about high school baseball.
The 2-0 offering is in there for a called strike. Rivera looked like he was taking all the way there.
Yeah, he probably should have been too. Work to count.
Shows bunt. Pitch misses inside. He gets away, and that will allow the runners to advance to second and third on the pass ball.
Yeah, and that works better than a bunt because you got the runners advance without giving up an out.
And it's 3-1.
Hitters count here. He should be hacking.
He is, and fouls that off out of play.
There you go. That's good baseball right there. Taking advantage of the situation, being aggressive. You're down 4, right? Single knocks in 2. Cut the lead in half right here with a single.
See if Rivera can come through. And he struck out.
Still a good at bat. Unfortunately, you need to put the ball in play right there. He swung right through a high fastball.
Second strikeout of the game for Rivera, and that brings up Achilles Baracus, the right fielder. He's 0 for 2, grounded to short and flew to left. See if he gets his first hit of the afternoon here. On that one, that pitches up, misses upstairs.
Cliffside's defense playing straightaway defense. Outfielders aren't too deep. Right now they're playing back, so a ground ball. So at a ground ball, they're giving up a run. They're trading it out for a run, and they should. And right now, as you can see, guys, unfortunately the games are delayed because some of the best workers in our school district, the custodians, have decided for some reason to walk through the field during the game, but that's okay. It's perfectly fine.
1-0 here to Baracus. Puts a drive into that one right to shortstop. Rojas picks it up and fires across first as Cliffside Park will trade the run for the out. And is out number 2 in the inning.
Hey, hit the ball on the screws. Really good play by the shortstop. And Fortley he's really lucky because the runner on second just ran in front. And the lucky the shortstop decided to just take the out rather than go for the runner on third. And he would have been cut down pretty easily. But, so here we go.
Top of the order now for Fort Lee as Jay-Woo Park swings through that first offering. Jay-Woo's 0 for 2, reached on an error and scored and stole a base this afternoon. Pitch gets away from the catcher Joa, but unable to advance is Irizarry.
See, so you could see every time there's a ball in the dirt away from the hitter, the right-handed hitter, Joe just tries to spear it like a first baseman. Fortley should be anytime you see it, just go. So he did it again. Unfortunately, you can't advance third to home. There's not enough distance there to make the run. But if you're in first or second, it's an easy base.
You almost need the ball to go towards the dugout for you to advance, or at least think about advancing.
You need to have it bounce further away, deflect further away.
2-1 here. Foul at the play from Park, and it's 2-2.
I mean, I think a run scored on a wild pitch last night on the Met game, or it might have been 2 nights ago. I think it was last night. The Met game.
2-2 on its way. Spoiled.
Right, and there's no backstop, obviously, in a big league game, but the ball didn't get far enough away, and still the runner on third scored. He was aggressive, and the catcher went after the ball, and the pitcher didn't get there in time.
2-2. Misses, and it's 3-2.
Joe had tried to frame that one, tried to steal it, and the home plate umpire didn't go for it. He didn't buy it.
3-2 on its way to Jay-Woo Park. 1 run already home, and foul tipped that into the catcher's mitt for a strike 3, and that retires the side. Fort Lee gets 1 back. They trail 6 to the 7th here with Fort Lee Bridgman Athletics on YouTube. Top of the 7th here from the Dr. Allen W. Sugarman Sports Complex. Cliffside Park leads Fort Lee 6-3. 3-run, 6th inning for Cliffside Park. Created some separation for the visitors last inning. Danny Roman stands in, or will, after we get a repair of the catcher's equipment from McCrary.
As they say in the old day, the tools of ignorance.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's what they call it, all the stuff, all that gear. In other words,
It keeps them safe.
it does. It's all safety stuff today, particularly today with the extra gear, the helmet and all that stuff, and the hockey helmet. But when I was a kid, tools
You guys
of
didn't
ignorance.
use equipment, right?
Yes, we did.
Oh,
but,
okay.
But they call the tools of ignorance for a reason. Because you're back there and you're like, what am I doing back there? I was telling the coaches just the other day,
Caught strike.
when I was in Little League, I actually went back there to try to catch a game, and I usually played shortstop or middle infield or pitch.
Gotcha.
And I went back there for an inning. Our catcher was hurt, so I'll catch the next inning. That was it. I was done.
Really?
One and done.
Not a fan?
Nope. One and
I
done.
loved how you're engaged with every pitch.
One and done. That's it, Coach. I'm done. He was laughing at me.
2 strikes on Roman, and he fouls it away. Like when I played Little League and Senior League, and I didn't start catching until I was older, and I wish I started sooner. My dad called when he was a kid. He was just like, you should just try it. And I was like, okay. And then moving from first to there was easy. I'm involved more. Selfishly, it's great.
Yeah, I mean, like if you want to get a college scholarship or make it to the pros, that's clearly best way to do it. If you gain a lot of skills and you learn how to play the game and you can hit a little bit and you can run a little bit,
You don't even need to run.
you're gonna look at.
I put that to the test. You're going to have to run to play catcher.
Yeah, I mean today particularly, but like the guys that the Yankees and the Mets have right now are these big guys, big moose guys.
Oh, yeah.
The guy the Mets have is a guy who has a cannon. That's his nickname, cannon for an arm. He just
Chopper back up the middle. Nice play.
Oh no!
Boy, Schulman picks it up, fires, is unable to get the out from his knees, though. Good effort to keep it on the infield as Roman reaches with the infield single.
Yeah, I mean, look, Dylan, great job getting to the ball. Unfortunately, somehow he has to figure out a way to get on his feet or be able to like bounce up hard, particularly after you start pitching, to have the arm strength throw him out there.
Nick Botto stands in. Reached base 3 times, struck out in the 5th, scored in the 3rd. As Rosa steps off and checks the runner. Botto was hit by a pitch in the 3rd, stole second, came around to score the first run of the afternoon in today's contest. As Roman is off with the pitch, and he is in there with the stolen base as Botto faked the bunt attempt.
Stolen base. Fort Lee's begging out there, hoping that he'll overslid the bag. You see that a lot on TV today, particularly on these turf fields. You actually got to train and practice slightly earlier because you don't really slow down like on dirt. You actually pick up speed, like hydroplane. Didn't get the call.
Pitch misses in the dirt.
But McCary, that was a great throw by McCreary, but Cliffside picked a really good pitch to steal, off-speed pitch. So now Fort Lee has to really work hard, some heavy lifting here to get a 0.
1-1 misses downstairs, and it's 2-1 to the second baseman Botto.
Yeah, another curveball.
Jam shot back up the middle, and that's going to go off of Schulman's glove into center field, and that's going to play another run for Cliffside Park. And Botto's going to advance the second on the throw to try to catch the runner at home, and the Red Raiders lead 7-3.
A lot of tough breaks there. Hard ground ball up the middle. Schulman couldn't keep it in his glove, couldn't knock it down. Got too far away, so the runner on second was able to score. Nice aggressive play to try to get him at home, but there's no cutoff man there because it really didn't go to the outfield, so ended up being a mistake. So now the batter runner who didn't hit the ball, outside the shortstop, gets all the way to second.
First pitch to Dickus bounces off the backstop back into play, and that will allow Botto to advance to third.
Yeah. Things seem to be falling apart now for the Bridgemen. Now they need to take a deep breath, slow things down, and try to reset right now and get things back in order.
You don't want to make your hole any bigger than it needs to be going into the bottom of the 7th inning.
For sure.
It's going to be a single to center field, land one hop in front of Park, and that will score Botto from third base. The 8th run of the afternoon for Cliffside Park as Dickus gets an RBI, his first of the afternoon, and his single to center.
And that's just the hardest part of the game when you're playing is to maintain your discipline, maintain your fundamentals. You still have to make all the right plays, still have to play the game right, even if things aren't going your way. And by doing that, that's how you stop the other team from beating you up.
Called strike on the first offering to Joa, and that is another stolen base as Dickus advances to second.
Yeah. now Cliffside thinks they're invincible. Then just a couple innings ago, it was a one-run game, and they were playing tight, and their pitcher could stop throwing strikes. And now they're playing free, and they're just doing anything they want, and it doesn't seem like Fort Lee can stop them. And that's the interesting part about this game of baseball. It's so deliberate that you can stand there and the whole game without getting a ball hit to you, and you have to somehow maintain your focus and maintain your understanding of what's necessary for you to play well. And it's not easy. It's not an easy game. And because it's so slow, nationwide, the game is losing interest, and I'm so sad about that. It was the national pastime, but now it's like I drive by fields, and the fields are empty. And just 10 years ago, that wasn't the case.
2-0. Joe has fly to left field, and Kanayama makes the play for the first out of the top of the 7th inning. Katayama's been busy in there in left field for the Bridgman this afternoon. Brings up Rafi Pereira with runner on second base with one away and 2 runs already home. And it looks like they're going to have at least a mound visit here.
Looks like it's Coach Straub going out there. Relay some wisdom.
Just trying to get him to refocus and just remind him that the game isn't over yet.
Yep, that's what he's definitely doing out there, and he's also stalling so the pitcher on the side gets more warm-up pitches, which is a big part of the game, and that's exactly what he's doing. Now he's making a change.
We will get the new pitcher for Fort Lee when we come back on the other side of this break.
Yep, I have Manny as a student, and really rooting for him right now to do well.
Emmanuel Perez is making his 5th appearance, all in relief for Fort Lee as he replaced Joseph Rosa with 1 away and a runner on second here in the top of the 7th inning. And he gets to face Rafi Pereira, first hitter. First pitch misses for a ball. 2-0 to the Cliffside left fielder. Misses upstairs, and it's 3-0.
It's tough coming in off the bench in relief. It's really not an easy thing to do.
And
Got him.
It's called safe on as Dickus takes third base on a straight steal on ball 4 to Pereira, and that's Dickus' second stolen base of the inning.
Yeah, I mean, that's such a surprise. Steal on 3-0. And not only that, that was a really close play at third. Now, obviously the umpire's a lot closer than we are here. But it looked like the throw beat him and the tag was down. But
Randy Rojas stands in, and runners at first and third here with 1 away and 2 runs already home. Squares and pulls it back on the ball, and that another steal of second base and a delay steal, and that will score another run for Cliffside Park as Pereira draws the throw, and that allows Dickus to score.
now, a lot of teams, they have like a first and third cutoff type play. They have a defense set up for that double steal where the shortstop or the second baseman cuts in front to make sure so they can go yo-yo the throw back and forth with a shorter distance. And I haven't seen that play for Fort Lee. I'm not sure that play is in their playbook.
Pitch is fouled off at the plate by Rojas, and it's 1-1. It's been a staple of the Cliffside attack this afternoon with almost automatic when it's a first and third situation.
Well, that's of course, David. An offense, you're going to run things until the other team can stop you. And that's in any sport. And right now, Fort Lee can't stop them, so they're just going to keep doing it.
Pitch is hit on the line. It'll be in front of the left fielder, and that's going to score another run for the Red Raiders as Rojas drives in a run. And Pereira scores to make it 10-3.
See, so right there, right, so there was no play at home. Once the left fielder bobbled that ball, there's no play at home. So the throw then needs to go to second base to stop the batter runner from going to second. Fort Lee was lucky that the batter runner didn't advance to second on that. He probably could have done it easily.
First pitch to Rinaldi is swung through. He's behind the count 0-1. Rinaldi's reached base 3 times, twice on a fielder's choice, and has scored once. It's behind 0-2 here. Still only 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning as Cliffside has tacked on 4 more runs after scoring 3 in the 6th to take a 10-3 lead.
Well, we talked about the rivalry, right? And Cliffside would love to keep tacking on runs and rub this in. That's the way rivalries work. They're going to
pitch gets away from McCrary, and that will allow Rojas to advance to second.
They're not going to do Fort Lee any favors. They're not going to roll over, that's for sure. And they're just going to keep pounding away. Fort Lee's going to have to figure out a way to stop them.
Hit in the air to left field. Kadayama makes the play, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, again, getting back to that, when you're coming in relief, and I was a pitcher in college and in high school, and you're trying to get a good feel, and you're starting pitcher, you have all that time to get ready, and in the bullpen situation, you don't have a lot of time to get ready. So it took me until I was in college to kind of figure out how to play that role, which means you kind of stay like a little loose. You have like short catch in between innings every once in a while, or take a jog, just keep your body warm, make sure you're stretched out. To make sure. So if you got the call, you can be able to get ready in a few pitches, warm-ups, that is. And then you always get 8 on the mound. Well, in college it's 5, but high school I believe it's 8.
But even then, it's still not a lot of time to get yourself ready for the situation you're about to come in and face, no matter regardless of the score.
It's hard, and the thing is, it's like a lot of kids don't understand. A lot of pitchers, like when I as a coach, I would always teach the kids, ready doesn't mean warm. Doesn't mean loose. Ready means command. So you may be loose after 5 pitches, but are you ready? Which means you're throwing strikes with all your pitches.
1-1 here to Pedro Perez, who's pinch hitting for Felix Herrera, and misses 2-1. How big of an adjustment was that for you? Like when you were coming from, if you were starting at one point, then coming in out of the bullpen?
I didn't get into the starting rotation, a regular starter, until my junior year in college. But I mean, in the meantime, spot starts and relief pitch. It was difficult. Of course, you're playing against older kids, the higher level, better coaches, really good coaches. But you just got to really want it. And you got to really figure it out. And my whole mindset was, I'm going to keep trying to figure out how to do this better. Because in high school you can get away with it a little bit if you have some stuff and you can be a little wild or not have your full stuff, still get guys out. Mm-hmm. At the college level, if you're not ready, they're gonna tattoo you. Yeah, they're gonna rip you.
(3-2) on its way, and Perez is hit by the pitch.
What do we got? Is that number 6 now? 5 or so? What is that?
That is, I think it's at least 4
for Cliffside.
1, 2. I only have him as having 2.
Cliffside?
They've been hit? Yes.
No, Bato and Rojas in the 6th. And now that one?
Oh, could be. I could also just be reading my handwriting.
Yeah.
Mancini stands in now for the Red Raiders. That is fouled at the plate. It's 1-1. First and second with 2 outs and 4 runs already in. This is the 9th man to bat in the top of the 7th for Cliffside Park. Ball skips up there. It's 2-1.
I learned as a player and as a coach, I learned a lot when I played in a really competitive slow pitch softball league. And people are going to say, like, how do you learn things for baseball? Look at that.
Can't corner in the infield. Mancini pops the second and tires aside.
And I'll finish that story in the next half inning.
To the bottom of the 7th we go. Cliffside Park up 10-3 as Fort Lee heads to their final at bat. Bottom of the 7th here from Fort Lee as the Bridgemen need a rally to extend this game past the regulation 7 innings this afternoon, as they'll be facing a new pitcher for the first time today, as Danny Roman moves from center field to the mound for this last inning to try to get Cliffside the W. Roman relieves Felix Herrera, who pitched beautifully through 6 innings this afternoon. Kaizo Katayama stands in, and he looks at a first pitch strike. Oh and 2 to the Bridgeman's left fielder, Rosa and Schulman, on deck and in the hole this inning, as that is a check swing foul ball up the first baseline.
So it looks like Roman's their ace bullpen relief guy. Throws really hard, straight over the top, goes right at hitters.
He's looking for a painless bomb in the 7th here for sure. Kind of puts a rip into that one down the left field line, and that's going to get off the wall on the outside of the football field, and that's going to be a lead-off double for Kaizo Katayama, and that gets things started here in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Bridgemen.
Ripped. Took that fastball and ripped it down the line. Great hitting right there by Catman. And, starting to rally. You never know. The thing is, again, high school baseball is you got to move the line. Move the line. Everybody has a bat can do damage.
Believe this is still Joey Rosa standing in. He was relieved by Emmanuel Perez in the last inning. Swings on. Fouls that one.
Is this Joey Rosa? It's a lefty hitter.
It must not be. I'm unsure which number that is then.
Yeah. Can't tell.
Katayama on second. Been on base 3 times this afternoon. He scored back in the 5th inning. There's going to be a meeting here between Roman and Joa. Bottom 7 here. Red Raiders lead the Bridgemen 10-3. And there's a called strike 2. Ball gets away from the catcher, Joa, and that allows Katayama to advance to third.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because he's batting lefty. We can't see the number on his back, and the number on the front of the shirt is like facing away from us. So I can't recognize who it is.
Misses, and it's 1-2. Swung on a missed strike 3. And that is the first out of the bottom of the 7th here.
So I was saying earlier that when I played in this really good slow pitch softball league, what it taught me to do was how to play outs, how to position, how to make sure stop runners from taking extra bases, because in slow pitch softball you can't strike anybody out.
Schulman puts one in the air back behind second base. Botto ranges back and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
So what it taught us playing on those teams was how to position better, how to shift better, and shade, and all those things. And I was able to use that knowledge when coaching baseball, and it really worked well.
Stefano Casale stands in. The last chance for the Bridgemen here in the 7th inning. First pitch hacking, and he swings through it.
Yeah, way ahead on that one.
Katayama standing down at third, led off the inning with a double.
I mean, you got in these type of games, you don't want to make out. You don't want to be the last kid up to make the last out.
As grounded to third base, Mancini, he fires across, and that'll do it. As Cliffside takes this afternoon's contest 10-3. Mike, any final words on the game this afternoon?
Hey, tough loss. Again, Fort Lee, the last couple of games had difficulty closing out the game, playing tight and playing well throughout the whole game, all 7 innings. But, this is a team that has a lot of young players and a lot of inexperience, and without a doubt will improve through more games and more seasons ahead.
Once again, everyone, thank you for tuning in for today's baseball contest. Cliffside wins 10-3 over Fort Lee. For Mike LoPresti, I'm Phil Paquette. Thank you for watching Fort Lee Baseball on Fort Lee Bridgman Athletics on YouTube.